On this episode of Carnival Eats, we're hitting fairs in Massachusetts and Georgia.
People are excited.
They're lining up.
Freaking delicious! Are you ready to deep fry some fruit punch?
You want another one? Bill!
Takes it to a whole nother level.
Oh my goodness. Something that color's gotta be delicious, right?
I'm Noah Cap. This is Carnival Eats. Welcome to Springfield, Massachusetts. This is the Eastern States Exposition, better known as the Big E. With 1.5 million visitors, this is the biggest fair on the Eastern Seaboard. Here on the Avenue of States, each of the New England states is represented. And when it comes to the food, well, there's some real Yankee ingenuity at work.
Nick grew up in restaurants and kitchens and has always had a passion for food. At this year's Big E, he's taken a food freak show and made it fair-friendly. It's the Turducken Sandwich.
I was mystified and curious about what is a turducken.
You know, I've been coming here 3 years, getting this for the third year in a row.
Well, I may be little, but I love to eat.
There's a buzz about this sandwich, and people are excited
They're
about it.
lining up. They're lining up.
What was the original turducken?
The original was the Thanksgiving feast where they put the chicken inside the duck, inside the turkey with a cornbread sausage stuffing.
So we are going to start our turducken sandwich with...
Our ground chicken.
Yeah.
We have our ground turkey.
And last
And
but
our-
certainly not least...
Duck confit.
Duck confit is made by roasting duck in its own fat.
Garlic, little poultry seasoning, Dijon mustard, sweet green relish, caramelized onion, mild Italian sausage.
All of what we're building right now is going inside of this turducken patty.
All right, here we go. In goes the cornbread. It's what pulls it all together. We're gonna work it right in there. Looking pretty good.
I mean, that's a seriously sized patty.
And we're gonna get our nice sourdough bread, some American cheese. So right here, we got our cranberry aioli. Mayonnaise base, cranberries, poultry seasoning, salt, pepper, and the garlic.
Oh, beautiful, and the color is fantastic.
Our patty is cooked for 4 minutes on each side, so it's time to bring it all together.
Look at that.
That's a Turducken Sandwich.
Ooh, there you go. Moment of truth.
I think you need to give me 10 seconds. From the first bite, where your teeth break through that butter-soaked, crispy sourdough, and then you hit the melted cheese, the freshness from that cranberry aioli, which has a sweetness to
Yeah.
it. But there's no question, the star, the reason that people will come back is that turducken patty.
Absolutely, that's the star.
All those elements just make each bite a tingling, tasty, delicious sensation. Nick, the only thing I could say is this.
There you go.
Oh, that is freaking delicious.
It's very flavorful.
Turkey's moist, chicken's moist, duck's moist.
The cranberry, and then you get the taste of the cheese at the end.
One of the best sandwiches I've ever had.
Our next vendor, Paula, is a master of all things deep fried. And she has a menu item that just begs the question, how do you deep fry that? It's her deep fried fruit punch.
It's red, it's puffy, it's got sugar on it. It looks interesting.
Something that color's gotta be delicious, right?
I'm pretty excited.
I can't get enough of it.
My favorite thing on a hot summer day was fruit punch. As a grown man, my favorite thing on a hot summer day is deep fried fruit punch.
Oh, absolutely.
What makes yours the bestest?
Because I make it fresh to order.
Paula, are you ready to deep fry some fruit punch?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Let's do it.
The first step is mixing our ingredients.
So we're going to go in and put sugar in first. 3 cups of fruit punch crystals.
This is what you would put into water if you were making fruit punch at summer camp.
Absolutely.
Right.
Now our powdered coffee creamer.
Really?
Yes. It's going to help the process of making it fluffy
Right.
on the inside and not a heavy ball. Baking powder.
Okay.
Water.
Beautiful.
So you can see how nice and red
Yeah.
and fruity it looks.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna start adding our self-rising flour. You don't want it too thin, but you don't want it too thick.
So there's not gonna be a liquid inside of this. We're gonna actually have a puffy dough that's infused and soaked in
Yes.
that fruit punch flavor.
Absolutely. All right, our batch is complete.
We let this batter rise for a few minutes, and then it's off to the fryer.
So now what you wanna do is you wanna take one of your scoopers,
Okay, an ice cream scoop.
an ice cream scooper, and then a quick flip in the wrist.
boom. How many go to an order?
3.
Boom.
Once they're all floating like this,
Yeah.
then we can release them.
Release them.
And now they're swimming in the pool. They're pretty much done. Here's the boat. Beautiful fruit punch crystals on top.
Powdered sugar, just a light dusting.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is deep fried fruit punch.
Every part of it, from the outside shell to the inside fluffiness to those crunchy additional fruit punch crystals on the top, gives you a real punch of that fruit flavor. I mean, the flavor's there, the experience is there. Well, it's there, and now it's here.
Absolutely amazing.
Unbelievable.
Nice and fluffy.
Puffy, crunchy, yummy, delicious.
I would absolutely do it again.
Would you share it with a friend?
No.
Coming up,
This is the award winner.
There you go.
This is definitely working for me.
just a waterfall of flavors.
Welcome back to Carnival Eats.
We're here at the Big E in Springfield, Massachusetts. There's tons to do, but even more to eat. Ed's been in the food industry his entire life. For years, he's been pleasing the crowds here at the Big E with his country fried shepherd's pie.
I didn't eat yesterday in preparation for this. Huge shepherd's pie fan.
Reminds me of home.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It just takes it to a whole nother level.
So, Ed, this has had some success, right? I mean, award-winning.
Oh, it's been great. They had a contest here. We won that award. And then recently they had a media contest where they picked the top 100 fair foods, and we landed #1 in that one as well.
So what is the first step?
First step is the hamburger. We're gonna fry it up, 100% ground beef. And we're gonna saute it with some onions. And then we're gonna add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of seasoned salt. We'll roll about 180 shepherd pie balls out of this.
All right, so Ed, how you feeling about this?
I'm feeling it's ready to go. This is where it all comes together. We're gonna add the potatoes, basic potatoes, butter, salt, pepper. We're gonna add that in now next.
Cream corn as opposed to just traditional niblets.
These ingredients chill for 2 hours, so they'll hold their form for our next step.
We're gonna stick a few in here, and then we're gonna start rolling them.
Beautiful.
Ed uses panko breadcrumbs.
What is it that you like about the panko?
It gives it a nice crunch. Everybody loves a crunch.
All right, so from here, we're sending them off to the fryer.
In they go. It doesn't take long at all.
Happens fast.
Technically, they're already cooked.
Right.
So, the final step. Nice beef gravy.
Ed's gravy is made with beef broth, butter, flour, salt, and pepper.
We're gonna top you with a little bit of nice fresh parsley.
Ed, just like that, we got a good-looking order of country fried.
Shepherd's pie. Takes it to that next level.
This is an even better spin on shepherd's pie because you've also added on the addition of that panko breadcrumb on the outside. It's just a nice, crunchy, crispy texture that it adds to each bite. The smooth butteriness of those mashed potatoes, the extra butter factor in the cream corn, and then that seasoned ground beef. Finished it off with the gravy. This is the award winner.
There you go.
What a life.
A lot of flavors, a lot of different textures.
The crisp on the outside is incredible.
Would you do it again?
Yes, 1,000 times, yes.
Dolores has been in the carnival business for 40 years, and she's in charge of making thousands of the Big E's signature treat, the Big Eclair.
I love Eclairs.
I heard a lot of good things about it.
I came a long way to try this Eclair.
Oh, you got a new nickname, General Custard. You know we've picked a good food when they have to build an entire compound to keep up with the production. I never knew that making an eclair was such a process.
Oh, yes. It's quite time-consuming.
Let's get started.
This is the beginning of making dough. We're going to boil this, shortening the water and salt.
The key to an eclair is the pastry. Known as choux pastry, Dolores uses steam rather than a raising agent to puff up the dough.
Bring that over to the mixer.
Dolores, we're the same height. Now we're adding more ingredients.
You're going to start with the flour.
Check.
Okay. And then we're going to add the egg, the vanilla flavoring, and last is the baking soda. Change the speed to 3. And there it goes.
After 3 minutes, our batter's done.
Where am I going?
Straight ahead.
Oh, just a waterfall of flavors. This This machine dispenses 3,600 Eclair shells a day. That's over 60,000 during the course of the Big E. Then they're baked for 30 minutes. Luckily, we have a batch that's ready to go.
The next step is to fill these shells with whatever's in there.
Custard.
Custard.
This custard is made with milk, vanilla, sugar, eggs, and flour.
You just puncture a hole at the end, hit that, and slowly bring it out.
Most of these are ready to go to our final station.
Right. This is the chocolate that we put on.
Dolores uses semi-sweet chocolate and heavy cream to make this chocolate ganache.
Beautiful.
And that's the Big Eclair.
Oh, 3 parts make this what it is. The fresh, puffy dough, this delicious traditional custard, which is filled edge to edge. And then last but not least, that chocolate on the top, which is so rich.
Yes, we try to get the best of all ingredients.
The Big E is technically and should be named after the Big Eclair.
This is really good.
Melts in your mouth?
Nice, creamy custard.
Chocolate on the top, very, very sweet.
Your dry cleaning bill just jumped up $1.50.
For real.
Coming up,
You either go big or go home.
This is so good.
I am in the zone. Welcome back to Carnival Eats, where we're enjoying the last of the summer sun in Georgia. Lawrenceville is home to the Gwinnett County Fair and some uniquely Southern Carnival Eats.
our next vendor, Chuck, doesn't want his patrons going home hungry. He's taken the Georgia staple of fried bologna and created the FBB, a fried bologna burger.
I've been waiting on this for a while.
I just had to go see what all the hype was about.
You can't go wrong. Oh, look at the size of that.
Break my jaw. Oh, don't break your jaw. I mean, this thing has to be a winner.
Absolutely, it's home run. You either go big or go home.
What's the first step?
We gotta put the meat on the grill. We're gonna take a 3rd-pound Angus beef patty, but we wanna fill you up. We let it sear, then we take our bologna, we slice it nice and thick. Some bologna's got beef in it. We use the pork base.
Right. Chuck grills his meat for 5 minutes on each side. After the burger's cooked, we add another Georgia specialty, pimento cheese.
What is in pimento cheese?
We use 2 different types of cheese, mayonnaise and pimentos, and a few little secret recipes. It makes it so creamy and rich when you bite into it. You take that, put it on the bun.
Yes!
Then we top that off with a nice, crispy slab of bologna. But we don't stop there. Take the lid off the homemade chili.
What's in that?
You got fresh ground beef, some chili peppers, some tomato sauce, a few other things we put in here. Then we top it off with some fresh chopped onions. And there you have your FBB.
I mean, God bless America. Every part of this is cooked perfectly. It works together. Delicious, fresh, hand-packed all-beef patty. Packed full of flavored fried bologna. Nice little char on the outside. Pop up to the chili for another level of delicious meats, flavors, and seasonings. And then that pimento cheese. It's so thick and rich and creamy. I will bring myself, after biting into this thing, to say that Southerners just might be doing it better.
Wow. It's very good.
Yeah, it's real good bologna. Pimento cheese.
Chili's good, onions are fantastic.
And the beef. The beef is awesome.
Our next vendor, Ryan, grew up in the carnival world. At 14, he got his own stand that his other siblings help him with. Now, he's come up with the carnival answer to the family Sunday dinner of roast beef and mashed potatoes. The Sunday Dinner Sundae.
I just want to eat it.
That's all right.
It's like dinner in the bowl.
Did you sneak a bite already?
Yeah, it's good.
You know what? Sundays aren't just for dessert anymore, and I'm about to show you that today.
All right, so right in front of me, I'm gonna go out and say 32-ounce sirloin steak. What are we doing here?
Okay, we're gonna give it a nice dry rub.
All right.
So you wanna go ahead and start with your seasoning salt, some garlic salt, and then lastly, a little bit of chipotle powder. It gives it a nice little kick at the end.
What are we doing now?
We're gonna throw it on the hot grill.
How long does it take?
It actually doesn't take that long. We're gonna cook it to medium rare. As soon as we see a little bit of juice, we're gonna flip it. And then as soon as see a little more juice, we're gonna put it on low heat and just let it kind of sit for a while.
Oh!
Does that not look good or what?
Now that our steak is done, it's time to make the fries.
What kind of potato?
Idaho.
Idaho.
And then just push.
Oh, there's my style. That's my technique. What are we talking? You want another one, Ryan? Boom!
Go, faster.
You want
Come
another one? Boom!
Go.
You want another one? Boom! I mean, I am in the zone. What are we doing with these?
So we got some oil preheated to 360, so we're gonna go ahead and drop them in here.
Ryan cooks his fries for 3 minutes, lets them rest, and then cooks them again. This gives his fries a crispy outside and a soft center.
Fries, check. Steak, check.
It's time to assemble this bad boy.
We're gonna go ahead and top it with a little bit of cheddar cheese, cream, real smoked bacon. Now this is the fun part.
This thing looks delicious.
It's not a sundae without a cherry tomato.
That. The Sunday dinner sundae. Yep.
How'd I do?
Yep. Every element of it is done right. From the double cooking process on the fries, to that time in the seasoning and the care in the steak, to just hitting it with the right sauces. The hot, melty goodness from that cheese, the creaminess from the sour cream, the crispy, smoky pieces of bacon. This thing is truly a Carnival hit, man. Well done.
The steak is perfect.
Fries are excellent.
Little sour cream in there.
I'm loving the cheese.
Would you-
And the bacon. No, cherry on top.
How soon would you do it again?
As soon as I get done with this one.
Bam!
Coming up,
I've gotten actual marriage proposals out of this thing.
This is breakfast in a bite. We're at the Gwinnett County Fair, where we've got one more Carnival concoction that's gonna make you wish you were here with us.
our next vendor, Mama Jane, is a funnel cake connoisseur. This year, she's premiering her newest creation. It's her funnel fried bacon.
Love funnel cakes, love bacon, meat-filled pancakes.
All of your breakfast components in one.
Just want you to kind of be quiet so I can take the first bite.
So this funnel fried bacon is taking your skill set of the funnel cake part, but adding in a new twist with the bacon.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. I'm ready to eat it is really what I'm trying to imply. So I grab a piece of this thick cut bacon. Why thick cut? Is there a reason?
So it stays on the stick.
Oh, right.
Good job.
We feel good about this batch, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's focus on what our next step is. Maple butter cream. How do we make that?
We take melted butter.
What now?
Maple flavor.
Is that like an extract in a sense?
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, powdered sugar.
Please just turn it on low.
What's the response been on this thing? Have you sold any yet?
Oh, I haven't. I've gotten actual marriage proposals out of this thing. No joke.
That basically is what we were looking for, right? That smooth, creamy consistency.
Oh, yeah. You're done.
Next step, we head to the fryer?
Yeah. Bacon going in.
About how long does the first pass in this oil take?
About 2 minutes.
Oh, look at this. You're putting it in funnel cake batter.
Yeah.
Give me the breakdown of what's in that batter.
Eggs, milk, salt, flour, vanilla.
That crispy bacon. Now back into the fryer for round 2.
Yeah, doesn't take long.
Out of the fryer and into the final steps. First, powdered sugar.
Now, this is that maple buttercream that we made before, and the moment is finally here.
That's funnel fried bacon.
This is breakfast in a bite. You get these nice, crispy pieces of bacon inside this fluffy, beautiful, world-renowned funnel cake batter recipe. The cream gives you this thick, beautiful taste in your mouth. Oh my goodness. I don't know what your schedule is next summer, but I want to funnel with you.
Salty, sweet, it just like melts in your mouth.
That maple buttercream
It's amazing.
And it's sweeter than maple syrup.
I need 3 more of these.
Man, what else can I say but I am stuffed.
From that turducken to the deep fried fruit punch and a big eclair to the FBB.
Hope to see y'all back next time on Carnival Eats.